Well, well, well. Look what showed up today. Straight out of Hong Kong. Kitchen is a wreck, but who cares? You know what I'm saying? I got these fairings in, these lower fairings for my 2000 Yamaha R1 that I'm trying to get back to so I could ride this bike, man. It's sat up for so long. And the issues I was having with it was when on the startup, it was leaking gas. Come to find out, it was a float that was stuck or something in there. I had that fixed, replaced. I also had the carbs cleaned. I also had spark plugs changed, valves adjusted, and filter change on the bike. So the bike is still getting messed with because on top of everything else, the doggone oil pan screw was messed up. Somehow the way dude didn't put a crush washer on there and then tighten it up too tight up in there and caused a little issue with that. So we getting that fixed. It's not major. I didn't have to replace the whole oil pan, but he did have to take it off to get it to thread in there properly and to replace the crush washer. Now, back to this, the fairings. Now I ordered these out of Hong Kong. Now they were telling me that these weren't coming until December, like the 26th or 7th to January the 20th or something like this. I mean, so tell you the truth, I wasn't expecting these till next year. You know, knowing all the shipping issues we've been going through, I wasn't expecting these till next year. And so someone's banging on my door. I was upstairs in the bed, and someone banging on the door. I was like, what in the world? Who's banging on my door? Nobody knocks on my door. I come downstairs, I see the mailman pulling off, and I cracked the door, and it was a box there. And I was like, no, it can't be. Because everything I had ordered had already came. Everything I've ordered, different stuff. I'm just not just for the bike, but just different things I've ordered had already came. And so I dragged the box in, still like, man, there's no way this could be it. Maybe this is an old order of something that I ordered, and it's just getting here after a millennium. You know what I mean? So I pulled it in, and it said Hong Kong on the box. And I was like, wow, man, no. Open the box up. Sure enough, man, these fairings done got here. Now, I've been tracking these fairings, and it never said it done came through customs. It never said that it was even in the United States. I've been watching it because I always track my stuff that I order and stuff. I just want to see the progress. It never said it was even in the U.S., and it's here on my table, on my messy, junky kitchen table, which I don't care. I'm a bachelor. I do what I want. So it doesn't matter. But I'll clean it up after I get through doing this. The mess comes from really me putting these heat shields in, because immediately I runs out and say, oh, man, I got to start fabricating and putting this thing together. So I ran to the Honda shop, and they had just one more pack of these heat shields left. And it wasn't made for the bike. I had to cut this to fit. And so I immediately wanted to get that, did a few things, come back and start putting this thing together and start laying this down in here. Because what happened to the last ones? They melted because I was in such a hurry and put them on. I didn't put no heat shields in here. And it melted all of this in here. I mean, melted it. Okay? So this should hold up pretty good. I'm not done with this because he only had an 18 by 18 sheet of the heat shield. So I did what I could do on both sides. So I want to come up at least about this level, on both sides, like about there, and I'll be cool. It doesn't have to be the whole entire inside. Just if I can go up to about here on both sides, I'll be happy, because most of the issue was down here by the exhaust. And I got it. I'm holding it together so it don't try to open up on me with an old telephone cable. And I cut it because who has a house phone anymore? Not me. I got a lot of motherboards and electronics that I need to get rid of around here, hard drives. just a lot of stuff I need to get rid of as far as computer equipment as well. But that's another story. I'm just ecstatic about the fact that these have shown up. Now, I did order some hardware for this bike to replace all the hardware in here. Now I do have the other clamps and different things too, but I didn't have those little rubber plugs that you put in here that keeps the fairings from vibrating. You know what I'm saying? You just stick a bolt through there, it's going to still be loose and you're not going to get a solid fit like you want. So I bought the kit, but they sent me a kit for a 2000 R6. I was like, oh man, that's the wrong one. And so I got to order the one for the 2000 R1, which ain't going to be no problem. But the only thing that's going to be is a little more waiting, you know. But the good part about that, hopefully, since they order out of the US, I'll be able to get those in a reasonable amount of time. But I'm shocked that this stuff came. I got something that came out of Germany, I believe. Some other little tank fairings, like round the side of the tank for the bike. It's like some little pieces that I ordered. They come from a Dutch country or something like that. And so those got here and got to my door in less than 2 weeks. This coming out of Hong Kong got here in less than 2 weeks. I ordered stuff out of California that might take a month and a half. I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. But this is a great surprise for me. It's almost like a Christmas present for me to just be marking this up and getting it together. But I can't wait to put it on the bike and just clean it up again. Just clean it up again. The bike has been neglected since I got my other R1. I'm going to try to get this popping again, get the chrome sparkling again, and by spring next year, I'm going to be maxing with this. I mean, you know, be cruising around town. I don't think I'll be doing no long journeys on the bike. The bike got a lot of miles on it, 50-some thousand miles on that bike. So I won't be making no long trips, but I'll be kicking it around town a little bit, you know, local long distance, like a town over or something. That's about as deep as I'll go. But the bike is, I'm trying to show it some love, and I hope it shows me some. But like I said, the house is a wreck, and it's going to be like this for a little bit because this is going to sit here till I finish marking it up, putting the hardware on it and different things like that. There are also some inner fairings that go in here, like that mounts off of this as well. And I'm going to take that off my other ones and put those and screw those into here. These little holes here. Bolts on into those. So I'm gonna put that in there, and so that's a whole nother thing. But I'm just excited. I'm rambling. I just want y'all to see what I got for Christmas because that's what it feels like. These two lower fairings where all this bottom side on the old ones was melted. I'm talking about it's melted. So here we go. I'm good now. So thank y'all for watching, and peace.